Well, good morning, good morning, good morning, you guys.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to Real Talk with SLR.
How are you guys doing today?
Y'all, it's kind of a cold one this morning.
Quite a bit.
Yeah.
You start to see your breath, and a thick steam coming out. It's like, whoa.
It's crazy.
I think it's like 24 degrees right now, or 28 or something like that.
That's all right, man. I'm feeling no pain. I've got my super awesome jacket on.
Yep.
And it's nice and toasty, but it is chilly outside.
Yeah.
There's most of the snow has melted. You can see a little bit behind Gary over there in like certain areas that get a lot of shade most of the time.
Or the big drift areas and whatnot, wherever the snow has accumulated a crap ton because it's just been blown over there. You know?
Yeah. There's still snow there. There's still a little bit of snow down at the chickens and with Cappy and Sir. But for the most part, it's all dripped away. Yep. And we're getting back to normal around here, I guess.
Yeah, it's becoming a nice frosty place now. And a little bit of muddy everywhere.
Oh, it's very muddy. It is very muddy. Everywhere is just... Yeah. At least it's not so bad to where when you're walking around, you get like 10 extra pounds for every step.
Yep.
Where it clods onto your shoes and then you're just da-da-da. It's not that bad, but it is pretty muddy.
It is, but it's a lot better and doable, mainly because it's like that frozen mud. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Where it's like...
Well, it's not clobbing onto your shoes.
No, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's like, it's not as, sticky.
It could be worse.
But yeah, no, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah. Today's going to be a really good day, though, because today is the first day that most of the snow is melted. Yep. There's still like a little tiny bit up on top of the roof that Gary has never, like this week, he didn't go up there and sweep it all off. I was like, no, don't go up there and chance it, man. Just relax. No. And so there is still like a little bit up there, and it's probably safe enough for him to get up there and like sweep it off now, but we will see.
We'll see exactly what I'm able to do up there,
Yeah. We might hold off on doing the ice and water shield until either tomorrow, give it like another day, or maybe even the day after that. We are going to get back to the build today, though, which is exciting. We've got all of our zip board, and we got doors and windows, and we've got everything pretty much ready. So I think, what are we going to do today, baby?
We're going to be trying to get as much done as possible. I'm going to definitely try to sweep off the top if I can. Okay. I'm going to triple check on that and make sure that I can safely get up there. Because if I can't safely get up there, I don't really want to be walking around on snow up there. No. And then have it go while I'm on the snow.
Well, the thing what I mean? is it doesn't really look like snow anymore. Now it just looks like ice, which is much more dangerous than snow to be walking on. So that's why I'm kind of like, just kind of wait it out.
See exactly how it goes. Yeah. This side of the house is completely cleared. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So if I have to get up on this side to get over to that side, you see what I'm saying? But I don't know. We're going to play it by ear. Exactly. But we're going to get back on it. Yeah. And we're going to start tackling everything because there's a lot to do.
Yes, there is a lot to do.
We can get that done and situated to where that can start, drying up and everything before we get the ice and water shield up there. Mm-hmm. And we can work on the zip boards. We have ceiling rafters that we have to put in. We've got to finish up sheathing the actual mudroom walls all the way around and the posts and everything around, So there's
and then zip taping it all together.
And then we can install the windows, and after all the windows are installed and the doors are installed, that's when we're going to go and tackle the stairs.
Yes.
I mean, we could tackle the stairs now, but I sort of don't want the stairs in my way to install the windows, if that makes sense.
No, I mean, it does make sense because of the ladder that we're going to need up and everything else. Like, I get it.
And I'd rather not be working on stairs trying to put in a window.
Yeah.
Just to make it a little bit, even though it sounds a little weird being on a ladder.
I think that if we can sheathe up the rest of the external walls for the mudroom, which there really isn't very much left to do for that. No. Just a couple pieces on the front and the sides. If we can finish up sheathing it all like that, and then possibly do the inside sheathing part for that overhang that we cut off, and like sheathing it up against that part, so that way all of just the building sheathing is done. Then we can then start working on like the posts and stuff and getting those guys sheathed. Because I think those posts are going to take a little bit more work in the noodle and measurements, just because of those big rods that you put through. And you're going to have to like circle out where exactly that rod is. But that should be, I know you got a trick for it though.
It should go fairly quick.
That's what we always say.
It should.
We're always so optimistic. It's not going to take no time at all, guys. Tomorrow by noon.
It shouldn't take that long, though. In all retrospect, like it's almost like the seal plates,
right?
You know, when we went and put all the seal plates on top of the bolts, and we hammer it, and then we have a dent in it, and we're like, okay,
that's where
it's in that location,
where you drill the hole.
You drill the hole a little bit bigger than what it is, and it should fit. If you have to go one way or the other, it should give you that space. So.
Should. It should. I wanted to take a second and say thank you so much to Lytmi for sponsoring today's video.
If you're looking for the perfect earbuds that combine comfort, style, and cutting-edge technology, meet the Lytmi Cozyfit Open Earbuds. Built with liquid silicone technology, it feels virtually weightless at just 0.23 ounces. These earbuds feature an innovative open ear design, offering unparalleled comfort for all-day wear while keeping you connected to your surroundings. Enjoy exceptional sound with the eco-friendly speakers and enhanced bass technology for deep, powerful bass. With intuitive touch controls and long-lasting battery life, you can take calls, switch tracks, and stay in the groove all day long. Experience the freedom and comfort of open ear listening and grab your Lytmi Cozyfit Open Earbuds today. Head to the link in the description to learn more.
I absolutely love my Lytmi over-the-ear Cozyfit earbuds. These things last forever, and they're very, very comfortable, very light. I forget that I'm wearing them. And one thing that I really like about these ones too, guys, is that because it's over the ear, as I'm working out at the job site with you and like I'm bending over picking up things, or I'm cleaning the house, or I'm doing whatever I'm doing, I don't have to worry about them falling out of my ear like my other ones. No. They are constantly falling out, you know, and I'm constantly like stuffing it back in. These are really comfortable because they're not actually like in my ear. They're just like right at my ear. No. So I can still hear what's going on, but I have really great dynamic sound with it. And again, they're very comfortable. They're not going to fall out. The battery lasts a really long time. It comes with that beautiful carrying case. And number one thing, guys, is they're super duper affordable. Anybody can afford these headphones and have crystal clear, perfect sound. A Cozyfit right at your fingertips. If you guys are interested in picking up some for yourself, they do have a couple of different colors. You can get them in cream like I have, or you can get them in black as well. I put the link down in the description below. Make sure to check it out. They're sold on Amazon. You guys will be able to pick some up very easily for you. But again, I want to thank Lytmi Cozyfit for sponsoring today's video and hooking me up with some good duds and helping out the channel. So let's get back at it. No, but today's going to be a really good day. It feels good to be able to have had our nice little rest and enjoy the snow days and the downtime, and enjoy the time together as a family, go run our errands and get kind of our life back in order around here. And today we're going to go ahead and start working back on the mudroom. Yesterday was my brother's birthday, guys.
Yes, it
if y'all
was.
Missed it, over at Country Road Cure, Anthony had his birthday yesterday. So if you guys, for some reason, somehow, some way missed it, make sure to go over to Country Road Cure's channel, or you can go to The Daily Vibe with Rox and Ant and wish him a very happy birthday.
Yes.
Yeah. My birthday's tomorrow. Mine's tomorrow. So it's kind of funny, like growing up, we always said like our birthday, or I always said our birthday because I was the younger sister and always was cabbing onto my brother, you know? And we always had like combined birthday parties growing up because, well, I get it as a parent, you know, like with birthdays literally a day apart. It makes sense. I get it. So this year, actually, we're going to be doing the same thing. Now that we're adults, we kind of still do it. Even though we don't have to, we still do. So our birthday is going to be celebrated this weekend. So I'm really looking forward to getting some good work in, you know, from now through the rest of the week until our birthday time. And then we'll be able to relax at the end of the week with all of our good friends and some family, you know.
Yeah.
Should be a good time.
Really good.
Should be a really good time. I'm looking forward to it. We decided we're going to do a big taco feast.
Heck yeah.
Which is going to be delicious
Mm.
and so good. But
Yeah.
I'm really, really looking forward to it. But I'm really happy that we get to be blessed with my brother for another year. And I couldn't imagine. I mean, I have always had my brother in my life as far back as I can possibly remember. He's been there, you know, except for the time when he was overseas. That was the only time in our life when we were really kind of like separated for a good length of time. But we still talked all the time on the computer, and like, you know, he would message and stuff whenever he had a time, like when he was in Bosnia and whatnot. I remember him going to like an internet cafe or something and us being able to email each other and whatnot.
No.
But yeah, there was only like that time in my life when my brother wasn't really around. And I'm super blessed to have such an amazing big brother like Anthony. He's the best. He's definitely one to always be pushing me and motivating me to be a better person, and somebody who I've always been able to rely on through all of many life's ups and downs and just everything in between. I know that I've always been able to count on my big brother, whether I felt like, you know, it was the worst of days and I'd go and I'd cry on his shoulder and then he'd smack me back into reality, literally and figuratively. You know, reality check, whap. And no, it's I'm very blessed to have such a great big brother like Anthony. And hopefully I'm not too much of a pain in the neck for him, but I know he loves me. But I'm excited. It's going to be a very good weekend. And yesterday was a very good day. You know what's funny is we live on the same property, but I didn't even really see Anthony besides just the howdy ho neighbor wave. I called him on the phone.
No.
But I know that he was doing stuff, and Roxanne had some good plans for him, and I wanted him to be able to spend his day, you know, with his little family and stuff, since we are going to be celebrating this weekend. But it's funny, though, like, we live right here, just right down the hill, like, literally right there, and sometimes we'll go, you know, times without even seeing each other very much, just because we are together but separated, if that makes any sense at all. But anyway, squirrel. I just was rambling. I'm just rambling here. I'm just rambling. Anyway, I'm looking forward to today to being able to finish up all of the zip board up on the walls and get it all that much closer to being completely dried in over there. It's dried in from the top down.
Yeah.
I mean, when we had all this snow, and like even with all the snow melt, it's not wet inside the building at all, which is fantastic.
No.
It's going to be even better once we get the ice and water shield up there.
It's gonna be interesting getting that ice and water shield up there. I'm really curious to see how stuck everything is up there.
Yeah.
You know, but I'm hoping I can get it all off, or a good portion of it off.
We're gonna find out.
Yes, we will.
The thing is I don't want you having to climb all the way to the tippy top because you don't have your rope set up right now.
No, I know, but that's where it's like I don't know exactly how bad it is. Haven't been up there yet.
Yeah, we're gonna find out.
You know, so, but that's partly where it's like, I don't know if we're going to do that exactly today or not, but.
Well, I do know we will do the zip board sheathing today. That's without a doubt going to happen today. I don't know if we'll be able to get all of the walls sheathed and the pillars. If we could do the walls and the pillars to where there's no more zip board really needing to go up, that's freaking phenomenal. Mm-hmm. And then I guess we can just continue progressing day by day and do like the roof joists like you were saying, and just different things. I don't know. We're just going to work it day by day, piece by piece.
Yep. There's going to be quite a bit needing to be done, you know, and it's just, you can't try to rush it and get everything done right away. You got to chip at it little by little, you know.
Little chips at a time.
Because in all reality, it's not a race. It's a marathon.
That's right.
So
that's right. When it's not a 100-yard dash.
Exactly. So.
Yeah, but we're making really good progress. I'm very happy with how everything is coming along. Since we have already, I just gonna, I guess, explain it to everybody. There were some folks on our last video when we were walking around showing you guys the snow and stuff, you know. that we're like, well, that's great, but why don't you guys use days like today to work inside your cabin? There's so much more stuff that you need to be doing inside your cabin. You could be doing your electricity and bop, 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 bop. Y'all, we have a plan. We have a budget, and we are sticking to it to the best of our ability. We know exactly what needs to happen, and of course, the magical when it needs to happen. And basically, we purchase our building materials, and then we install it. We purchase materials, and then we install it. And since we have already expended our budget for the ice and water shield for this next little portion, we're not doing anything else until we install it. Also, we already have the zip board, and we already have the zip tape, and we also have the windows, and we also have the door, and we also have all that stuff. And we've already spent that much towards those things. And so until we get those things done, we're not going to allocate any more of our budget towards anything else until those things are done. That's just how you do it when you're doing a cash build. And that's literally what we're doing. We're paying for every single step as we can and as we go. So sometimes it takes longer than others to do things. But I feel like everything is right on time, and I feel like everything is going super fast. I know that you all can get kind of impatient in the digital world, but I urge you to continue to be patient. And if you think that we're not going fast enough, please go and watch our year in review videos, because you can see the full picture in like one video of how much stuff happens in a year. And I think that it's absolutely incredible to be able to look back and see it on like one grand scale like that, because you forget exactly how much happens. And when you get to watch it like that, I guess it can make you understand a little bit more of the timeline. But when you're watching us, I guess, day by day, it might not seem as much. But when you put it all together, then you're like, wow. So I urge you guys to continue to be patient with us. And y'all MVPs, I'm not talking to y'all. I'm not talking to y'all. I'm talking to those that are, if you're wearing those shoes, then that's who I'm talking to. If you're not wearing those shoes, I'm not talking to you.
No.
But anyway, I love you guys. We were just getting that a little bit yesterday as I was going through the comments, and as I was kind of like just checking things out and seeing what's going on, But we do have a plan, and we do have, a lot of these materials here on site. So it has literally just been us waiting for some good days to finish out this part. And I'm really looking forward to getting the mudroom like really fully finished, because that's the last of the external, outside stuff that we really got to do.
Yep.
And then once the ice and water shield is on, the sheathing is finished, the doors and windows installed, then we're moving on the inside of the cabin. Mm-hmm. And I'm so excited to get that started, guys. I'm super duper excited to get that started.
Now, on the electrical aspect and the plumbing aspect and everything else, it does sound great to get a lot of that stuff in. But like you said, we have a plan, we have a when, and we have everything else onto that. And my biggest thing is AC. Mm-hmm. All the AC, the ERVs, the dehumidifiers, getting all of that system in before I start running all these other things.
Because there's going to be like big duct work that needs to happen, and you want to get all of the big things kind of in place, because you could snake a wire around, you can snake a PEX pipe around, you can work around it. However, those big ducting things, that's where it's going to go. Where it's going is where it's going.
And there's not really much movement in that aspect. So you don't want to have everything in the way and then having to undo everything that you just did in order to run these said AC work and everything else.
Yeah.
And there's so much to it, and it's like, well, you can go with the single head unit aspect. Yes, but I would need like 8 in order to have it work properly. And then not only that, but as a mechanical minded, that means I have 8 separate units that could fail. And if one unit fails, it affects all of them. So it's having more mechanical parts like that aspect is sounds like a good idea sometimes, but in the same aspect in that, I don't like that idea. In that aspect. So trying to go with a regular AC unit with a air handler and an AC unit itself outside, that's the only thing that could go wrong. One of those. Yeah. You know what I mean?
You got 2 things to check, and it's not going to be,
Yeah.
It's not going to be playing this mystery game, you know, whack-a-mole with what the problem is. Which hopefully we don't have any problems, but,
No.
you know, that's life.
But if you have a leak or if you get a leak, it's going to be extremely hard if you have multiple units like that to track down that one leak because it's all tied into one.
Yeah.
You know, it's all tied into the outside unit regardless. So it's like, you know, it makes it a little bit more, dang it, what the heck?
Yeah. Gary's really smart, and I rely on his knowledge when it comes to all of this stuff. Like, if Gary says that this is what we need to do, well, then by golly, that's what we're doing. So I trust you, your research. I trust your, you know, expertise and your thoughts and ideas, and I'm along for the ride, baby.
So, I mean, those things right there. Now, the electrical upstairs, I mean, we can start drilling holes, but, like, we can't drill too many. You know, we got to figure out exactly where it's all going, and I can run the wires. I don't like drilling holes and being like, okay, I'm prepped for it, and then be like, crap, I don't need to go down those holes. I need to go down these, and now I've got a stud with holes in it that didn't need to be.
Well, I will say this. One really good thing that we did last year was planning out like our kitchen layout, and you guys helped us to decide on which kitchen layout we were going to go with. We ended up going with plan number 1, if anyone remembers what plan number 1 was, and we are sticking to that. So with that in mind, that helped us out tremendously, because when it does, like things like planning for the wire and everything, now we know exactly where certain wires need to go, and we know where certain counters are going to be. So we know that on those walls, those electrical outlets are going to be needing to be much higher because of counter space and yada yada. So there is some stuff that we can do inside that's not going to cost us any money and materials and whatnot. But it would be essentially more planning and marking and possibly
everything marked out with where it is.
Right. And I was going to say maybe even like laying out, getting those little, those gray boxes or whatever, like attached to the posts. So that way we can just run the wire into it when we're ready. I mean, there are a little bit of things that we can do.
But we have to go get those gray boxes.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
and it's like,
so right now we can put lines on the studs.
That's about it.
That's about it.
And it's like, I don't even want to put the lines on there unless I have the boxes, because when I put the line on there, I'm going to put the box.
the box, yeah.
You know, and make it to where it's like.
Put the line, tack the box. Put the line, tack the box, yeah.
So there's a lot to it.
It's one of those things. January, you know, I always find it to be funny that the year begins in January when we're like middle of winter, man. This is like right in almost the heart of winter. I would say the heart of winter is the end of January, right? Or February, or like the beginning of February. It's when it's like the absolute coldest and stuff. But, you know, the year begins in the beginning of January, and everyone's so hopeful, and we all got our New Year's resolutions, and we're all so amped up and ready to go and full throttle. And while that's true, it being winter, if you're living your life so close to nature like we are, you have to be observant of the seasons. And this is still the season of winter. And what is winter for? Winter is for rest, rejuvenation, and renewal. And then you hit spring like running full speed ahead. At least the animals do, the plants do, and us as people trying to live super close to nature, we do as well. So although we're not stagnant and stopping, you know, we're not going to...
slow movement.
It is. And I wish that we can go full throttle, guys, trust me. But it's just not, it's not a possibility for us currently right this very moment. However, I would say that we're going to make some really great strides today by getting all the rest of the sheathing up, getting everything fully taped in, and getting us that much closer to installing the door and the windows, because these are all things that we already have on site. We don't got to go and get it. We don't need to wait for the postman to bring it. We just got to put in the muscle work and get her done. Yep. So that's what we're going to get after today, friends.
It's going to be a good day.
Yeah.
We're going to be moving and grooving and getting things done and situated one way or another, and it's going to be a good day. Yeah. We're going to have a good game plan after today. Yeah. We're sort of flying by the seat of our pants right now.
Yeah. As usual.
Well, I mean, it's like I said, I mean, we've been so busy doing everything else, running errands and getting the house situated and cleaned up after the holidays and after the snowstorm and after all of everything, right? And it's like, all right, now let's get this thing rocking and rolling.
Yeah.
You know?
Exactly.
Now we have a game plan, but it's not a set game plan because, like I said, the weather definitely plays a little bit of effect into certain things.
Well, when you live your life so close to nature, you have to be observant of that nature and you have to roll with it. If you try to resist it, like, have you ever seen, you know, hurricanes, for instance, right? You can have a really beautiful house and structure, but if you're just standing there and the storm's coming at you, it can knock you over. So you got to be able to move with it. Or maybe that wasn't such a good analogy, but you know what I'm saying. Nature is a strong force, man. Nature is a very, very strong force. And you try to fight nature and you're going to lose every time. That's just how it goes. We're not stronger than it. So
no. But
you can work with it and you can do as much as you possibly can. And that's what we're doing. And that's what we're going to chip away at today. So I want to thank you guys so much for hanging out with us this morning and watching today's episode of Real Talk with SLR. Don't forget to check out the link down in the description below if you guys wanted to pick one of those up. We really appreciate them, again, for sponsoring today's video. But Gary and I got a lot of work to do, and we're going to get to it. So thanks again so much for hanging out with us, guys. And we'll be back with another episode tomorrow. And stay tuned on our main channel, Simple Life Reclaimed, for some more updates coming very, very soon. So until the next one, friends, we love y'all, and we hope you have a good one.
And we'll catch you on the next one.
Bye, you guys.
Later.